I hope I could take the stress. It's a lot of it, I'll tell you that. I hope not to say anything too foul. And I charge after myself right now to be careful because I'm getting winded. I've been out and came back and been on the phone with bad, crazy situation. And I cannot change it other than the physicality is going to catch up to me if I'm not careful. I'm going into shock. I'm trying not to. I went out and walked a little bit in the heat, back and forth to the bus station, got on the bus and went to a store, came back. I can't do what we're supposed to do. I don't know what we're supposed to do, but I'm being tasked to have a crisis over here, and I'm not sure how to proceed. I've contacted several people for contact 2-3 number change to include my city hall veteran operator, service operator for veteran services. And I've contacted intimately, and it's not necessary to go over again, but somewhere I got to figure it out. I'm going to have to cope with the next few hours. I hope I have a safe place to think about in the next few days. It's not sure about what they're going to proceed with around here, but it can't be the same. It can't be this way like this. They're going to try to throw me out by force or something. I think if they can't get the apartment by Monday, they want me out by today. I don't know. They changed their tune without telling anybody, and they're not giving my veteran people or me a chance to do two things other than wonder how to work. This is harassing a disabled person. I guess she's renting out the apartment for Monday and she wants to clean it for the weekend. And I rented on the 5th of the month, so I'm staying until the 5th as far as I'm concerned. I don't see how anybody could tell me anything. My lease says I was here till the 5th. She wants me to quit. It doesn't work for me what you want. I'm going to work here on the 5th. So I'm going to call a cop and make sure that I can do that. But other than that, I'm waiting for Veteran Service Outreach, Emergency Reach to talk to me, and I'm smoking a bowl, and I'm doing the best I can. I've been passing out nonstop talking since I got up at 3 o'clock this morning. I've been pretty much moving around since 9 o'clock this morning. I have not calmed down or registered a way to fix this. I was going to go buy boxes and get a storage unit. And on the way there, I recognized an email. I contacted my landlady, who I was talking to nicely yesterday, and we were fine. But that doesn't mean she changed her position at all. She didn't do anything different. So she's telling me one thing and they're doing the other. And they're going to try to proceed without my knowledge or consent and safety or needs or anything, as they did the entire time. Like I was never here. I have nothing to say. I didn't ask for help. I was in the way. I owed him money for something. What do you mean help you? You don't get your air filters changed. It's like a crazy and I'm stuck in a nightmare, and there's nothing I can do. And when you're under the anxiety I have of it, marijuana is a small potato. It's nothing. I can't figure out how to stop the savagery on me. It's like a feeling of violence against me. I can't sit down in my skin because I'm constantly boiling with the notion that I can't fix it. Now, I was better off on the bus earlier today. I wanted to say that. I've had good conversations with the people I'm talking to for help. I want to say kudos to the people in City Hall right now for my city, Jacksonville. I want to say thank you. We're man to man. And we caught up after COVID. I'm very happy to know that. I can say what I got to say. We could say it together. And they listened. And they talked back. And they're moving. I hope it goes well. I'm glad to see he's healthy, that I can speak to him again. The guy that I spoke to from City Hall, Jacksonville Veterans Services. I'm glad he's home. It was nice to hear from him again. That's why I didn't want to hang up. Kept talking and talking and talking. And then I said, I called Gainesville and I said to myself, should I say these things to people? Yeah, because you can see yourself in the camera, you're happy. That means that you can charge your phone and you're safe to do it. You can go to the bathroom and drink your cold water and cold milk one more time while you got a chance. Maybe you should drum 5 more minutes because you're bizarre. That was what I was thinking before I turned the camera on, to try to find a way to talk to you through this hell I'm in. that I'm scared shitless I might have to go to the emergency room again and be locked in a mental unit because I'm not having a heart attack, but I'm having a palpitation that they got to watch it, and I'm not able to go home. There's no place to go home after that's over. I got to figure out a way to pack my drums and put it in boxes and everything, put it away like I got it here. And I can't find a way safe now because the city of Jacksonville has a couple of plays they're doing to me that are supposed to be considered to be off the books, right? I'm trying to get somebody to make a couple phone calls to do the right thing so I don't get really more chopped. But the fact is, even if I wanted to pay for it right now, I can't pay for my moving. I can't pay for the physicality of carrying it down the stairs into the truck and moving it with a truck. I can't pay for the movers. I can't pay for all of this off my 1 month income. And I didn't have the right way to go. I've been told I was getting help, and they didn't do it. They didn't say save your money from the time I got this apartment. We're not going to help you. You have to be out March 31st. It was the opposite. The opposite. It's a foible. It's a gimmick that you can do this to me repeatedly and think I got nowhere to go and I'm going to just have a fucking heart attack. I'm stroking out. Changing. And it's nothing you can do about it. But love it while it's happening. So if they keep doing this to me, I got nowhere to go. I got to go to the bathroom. I might ejaculate with my eyes open, closed, in my clothes, on the bus. I don't know. Heart attack. Pop. I'm having a good time. But the stress of the situation has become comedic in the fact that I'm not being looked after to the point of threatening me like this. The fact is, it's the physical impairment, and it's being noticeably. It's incremental situation that I'm being pushed over the edge. I'm not sure where the edge is. I got enough money to make a little bit of effort, but I don't have the money for long term to be homeless right now. You're not supposed to throw a homeless guy out with no reasons and rent it to somebody else. You can't do that to people. It's going to stop. I hope I go to court and get somebody fair and safe to know in a courtroom. I want to take this landlady seriously, among other people. In the meantime, I still got a real problem because the people who are paid to work with me have put me here and haven't got two answers. I called some outside resources to get outreach, emergency, compassionate care for me because it's completely illegal what's going on to me. I haven't gotten anywhere in this situation other than to go to a doctor's crying that my property is being taken away from me, and I don't know to what degree I'm going to get it back anymore. Nobody wants to help me get. Do you see? The thing is this wasn't supposed to happen. I was supposed to have the veteran coverage, but they won't help me in my town, and they're getting away with it off the books. Whatever it is they got away with doing, they're supporting it and they're doing it. And I'm not saying I'm not getting treated with any safety at all, and I can't afford to do it. There's no such thing. They want me to move by 2-3 hours. They gave me from Christmas to tell me I was going to have to leave by January 1st, and that made it hard for me ever since. I haven't had safety the entire time. I knew it was a threat to leave or be thrown out from her. The whole process has been violent and aggressive against me. When I was asking for help, I couldn't get help. I was recovering pretty good. I'm so sorry I swear on the camera and made an asshole of myself for the phone and things. But that wasn't illegal to the point where I was supposed to be evicted or anything on a hate crime or something like that. I mean, the thing is I don't know what's going on. I really don't know. So I didn't break a law. The police told me I never was wrong in the law, and to call my landlady to try to smooth people down a little bit that were acting out against, situations around here that were a little severe. They were severe in nature. They didn't have to get like that. We're adults. We're supposed to be treated like, safety. I guess they don't look at me that way, and they're trying to set me up. But I'm independent and strong. I just hope I can endure it. I'm going to have to go after the same people who don't want to help me because they're the only way out the door. I hope they come around with the veteran officers and the outreach emergency people to realize the story is severe. I'm being harmed. I'm being harassed and harmed instead of considered, you know, I go to the store and I go to the hospital and I go to other places. Nobody bothers me, but they got to make me live in a hellhole and start living like this again. If I don't live with disabled access and at the range of 30% of my income for my coverage that I pay for out of pocket to survive my, see, I have a HUD voucher. I'm supposed to not pay for anything more than 30%, and then the veterans are supposed to pay for it where I'm eligible to get help. And instead of letting me get my veteran coverage, they're telling me to walk. They don't want to talk to me from today's office. They'll talk to me in the next town, but don't come back here. We don't want to work with you from COVID years. And that's illegal. I got to get people to beg them to help me. I'm hoping they help me. It's illegal and they're causing damage. I've reported it to the right channels. If I don't stop talking, I might have a heart attack because I'm so nervous. If I drum in here for the next 20 minutes, it's 3 o'clock. I got to move out of here by 5:30 or risk the landlady putting something on my door with the threat of a sheriff coming here over the weekend to throw me out with my force or not. To take me in my drums, in my bed, my clothes, put me in the parking lot with nobody working and expect me to put it someplace with nobody to help me do it. If they even, and that's the only help I got in the street right now in this call, this phone call. That's the end of my status. I can't believe I'm being, it's torment. It's torturous. It feels better to talk a little bit. It's making my mouth feel less dry. Oh, wow. I have a nervous breakdown one of these days. I pretty much put it all away early this morning. I was casually getting ready to start thinking about being out of here this week. No problem. We were all going to be consensual about leaving, you know. Screwed up as this situation is, I can't do anything different. That's pretty cruel to do to people, I would imagine, but these people, this is just another normal day in their experience that they walk around and throw people out with no second thoughts. I'm sorry, whatever your causes are, you're going to have to establish it with a court. I can't leave like that. Whatever you got to do, that's the way it is. The end. Tell them that. Here, don't be Jekyll and Hyde. I didn't break the screen. Don't be Jekyll and Hyde. Just tell them what you really think. You're going to have to get a court. You're going to go to court. There's nothing you can do. You got to look at people in the eye and tell them off. You got to tell them off. You got no right to push people out. Let me call the cops on her. I'll find out. I'm sure I'm wrong. I'm sure the city's set up to screw me more than I ever thought I could be screwed. But, you know, I don't know. I don't know what I did. Remember, this is all a business proposition that I have a lease or I don't have one. And the discretion is that this lady thought I was undesirable and she thought she could re-rent it. And I said, gee, what about me? What about me? distracted. I don't want to be that noisy. I just don't want to be that noisy. It's more of a symbolism than it is a performance. That's all it was. This might be one of the last times I get to see it set up, and I'm safe to be back and play it as I understand myself today. I want to say this too. They're playing Skinner on 96.9 right now, 3 o'clock. I just want to say this. This is for the real guys, the 904 team, for the Jacksonville area code people. I want you guys to be survivors. We're going to work, but the thing is I don't have anything to do with anybody and nobody wants to know me. But if we were to have a barbecue and we were to start talking like normal people, maybe I won't look so scared shitless all the time and act like an animal. I'm so sorry I acted out in my earlier arrival to Florida. I've been under the stress of not knowing who the hell I was and why I'm doing it. I don't want to go back to that stress again. Oh, you know what I mean? I'd like to think I go home again. Please don't let me end up expired and disabled and deformed and degenerative already at my age because people don't want to know me. I mean, this is an appeal. I'm not mad at anybody. I can't fight anybody to make them like me and help me and work with me. I could take them to court and ask a judge to, be my daddy and save me because they owe me money. But they can't necessarily want to work with me and do anything without because I got mad. The only thing that's happening is I'm being violently exposed, more or less, to a situation. It's overwhelming me. And what happens is I can't change it. I can't rest in it, and it's beating me. And if it beats me, then I get a shatter. I come into a seizure, and it's nothing to do with anybody's business because it's got something to do with me, God, and a glycerin pill. And it's got something to do with being pushed too hard, the wrong way. I know my lines. I know how I have. This is illegal behavior to talk to me, to push me. I'm not supposed to be threatened with homelessness at my life right now if I don't do anything wrong. Being a nuisance is a technical charge if I had a drum set and she didn't like me because I yelled on the phone or something. So I don't know where evictions come into play for not fixing the apartment and stuff as a combat. I don't know where we're arguing over any of this shit. I only know that I'm hurt, and I gotta leave and there's nobody to help. And it wasn't safe to be here. So I'm going to leave that as a kind of a diary journal. I don't want to really I can't feel good right now, so I don't want to hurt everybody with my drums. And the truth is, I don't want to be hurt with my drums in front of me. I'm about ready to pack them up, I think. Stack them. Break them down so I know I don't live with it. I got to get out of here. I got to show these landladies and the cops that my lease says I moved in on the 5th. She's throwing me out on the 31st. And if somebody wants me to leave over the weekend, they're not safe. It's not fair for me legally to be taken out 5 days before I'm supposed to quit. She could agree to anything. She's writing a one-way ticket since I met her. I haven't had two ways to talk to the company she works for or anybody besides her. And I can't talk to her because she only has one way to work. She's doing it her way. And I can't think I'm doing anything in response because I got to do something about it with her that I didn't have to know about, really. And then it ends up I'm being tortured. I got to move on, I guess. Let me put on the real phone. I might be getting phone calls I'm missing. I don't know. I don't see any. No, of course not. No, I thought so. Nah, I'll make my next call. All right, let me hang up the phone. It's embarrassing. I do everything I got to do. I'm barely hanging on. I'm a ghost of myself. I lost everybody. I don't know where I deserve everybody to leave. I'm so sorry the people around me don't support me as much as I think I could be considered, just being disabled and the drumming guy post-COVID. I apologize for the derogatory nature of my character and gruff manner and the way I speak and derogatory terms I might use on occasion. but you should feel like me to go here to do it. It's hell on earth. I got nobody to talk to me. I want to go back to the hospital and be normal. I don't even want to know this shit anymore. This is so bent out of shape. I can't tell you how it feels. You know, if you go past your line, you start hurting as much as I start hurting with ways that you don't know how to change it. Over time, you start communicating with yourself to try to fix it. It don't work. What are you gonna do? If I'm willing to stop smoking pot and go in a hospital if it means I was to be improved for it, but nobody's calling for that. They're just saying your situation is getting terrible. Why don't you do something about it? And I'm going, well, what do you want me to do? I'm supposed to be asking you for consideration. They go, we don't do that for you. We would do it for them, and normally we would do it for you, but we're not doing it for you now. We're not going with you. So they're telling me to go push off, and everybody's telling me to push off. There's nowhere to go. I was already homeless and almost disabled where I couldn't get away from it. If they keep doing it, I'm not going to know where I'm going to shut up because I can't stop doing it. I was doing this on the phone. I think I got an adrenaline problem while my eyes are blinding out on me and I'm blurring out. And I'm starting to, I'm stabilizing because I was more frail and getting tight. I was seizing up again. My blood's starting to regenerate. I'm going to do my blood pressure pill maybe an hour early. I'll do it now. I think I did it about 4:30, 4 o'clock this morning. I got up at 3. I know I didn't do it at 5. I did it earlier than that, so I could do a 12-hour difference. I'll do a blood pressure pill. I was out waiting for the next hour and a half before business hours close, but somebody's supposed to contact me. If this, I don't know. Nobody knows how the landlady has the right to throw me out over the weekend. She gave me a non-renewal of the lease notice in an email, and she expects me to be out 5 days before I moved in, 30 days full. Because I didn't move in on it's her convenience, not mine. It's none of my business if she wants to bullshit with me and threaten me. I'm not being harassing her. I'm telling her I'm trying to work, but yeah, at the same time, I still got 5 days legally before we even had to worry about it. I paid for the rent. Any judge, if she tries to do it over by Monday, if I got to go to court on Monday for a paper on my door for Saturday, I don't know if that's even going to happen. But if that happens, then I got to say, I got the lease right here. It's a 30-day quit. What do you want me to do? Give her 5 days of my lease? I didn't even have the veterans helping me, and they know. Everybody says they're writing and helping me, but all right, let me get off the phone. I'm going to crack up. I don't mind cracking up. What I mind is that I can't get back up after I crack up. You know what I mean? If I got to go lay down and I don't know where I'm coming back from because people don't want to talk to me, and I'm in a fucking psycho ward or something like that, and I'm stuck with my property. I got to wonder I shouldn't even be worried about moving. It's not supposed to be happening. I'm being threatened. All right. I'm thinking of cutting my hair again. I'll probably grow it because I'm lazy. And I kind of don't know what else to do with myself to gauge my health. So I look at my hair, which don't look the same to me at all. I look older. But I think I'll grease it up if I keep getting, shitty because I'm stressing so much. I'll probably cut my hair back off. I'm attempting to find an address and live normally with normal people. Does that seem like a possibility? I don't think so. I really don't think so. I'm scared shitless that I'm going to end up abandoned out here with no clue. I'm living month to month. Now they're trying to make me move month to month shit again. I don't know where I'm going with this kind of quality. I don't know. I can't afford to pay for the options that they're offering. So I got to get emergency status. If people don't help me, I'm doomed in the fucking street. I don't know where I'm going to go. I mean, I don't know what tomorrow brings, but I know I'm getting, somebody's got to show up. I got to work with people. Somebody's got to want to work. Why don't they want to work with me? All right. I'm so sorry. I get apologetic because I go on the bus and I have a good time with the public. I like people and I think people are generally speaking good people. Overall, we work at it. It's a good thing to be adults and survive with each other. It's good. I like that. I started to see the need for it, that it's a good thing. And when you see other people, interacting, they welcome each other every now and then. It's not always stoic out here, It's good. every now and then. The weather changes people in Florida somewhat. And every now and then you get a breeze that works through it. People interact. So public access is fun. I like community standardship, walking around, village living qualities. But I can't see where I'm going with all this bullshit psychodrama. It's crazy talk to have to walk through all this fucking shit when I'm walking around in my kitchen, in my bathroom, in a bathrobe, trying to smoke a bowl over nothing. I talk about very venial things over nothing of private. All my public shit is private shit because it's bullshit. It's all bullshit. And I look at it and go, it's just something to dance on. I can't get upset over it. And that's all I do is fucking fall over while I can't eat. So now I'm at the point where my shit isn't moving unless somebody helps, and they're willing to let me flounder. They don't even want to consider me, eat it. Go, don't eat. Don't feed that son of a bitch. That son of a bitch. Well, this is for the guys in Leonard Skinner who survive, and the people in ZZ Top Tour and 904, Artissimus Pio, and Austin Santalella. Damn glad to meet you. See these new cap teeth? They shrunk them down. I got older. Guess who ends up with each other? I sure hope I don't got any problems with the law or anybody official because I care so freaking much. I try to cry too less when I talk so much on the phone with you. I'm more cordial and formal, but there's a point in me that cracks up that I have to be weak or something, and there's something that hurts. Well, now it's medical. It's truth. I'm giving you the truth serum. You want the adrenaline? That's the truth serum. All right, let me leave you alone. Austin's big head. This is one of my last chances to look at my drum setup. I'm kind of pissed off, but I'm going in shock over it. Even if it was under the best of circumstances, this is a hard thing to do. I don't have the right packing materials that I had them brought in it with, the bubble wrap and the boxes that I had them in. I'm scared. I'm scared, and I'm more than I'm fucking pissed. I can't talk to nobody who wants to know me. That's illegal. I'm supposed to have veteran SSVF company coverage, and they're blocking me for some kind of bullshit. I wish they would just... City Hall's trying to communicate with my Veteran Service Outreach Program coordination to get me out of here by 6 o'clock tonight. If they can do it, everybody's supposed to work together like a city. I'm not a bad guy. I wasn't asking for trouble today with anybody. I'm not pissed off at the company who don't want to help me because I can't help you or whatever it is, fix your feelings about me. I'm making a Jerry Lewis telethon appeal at almost 0 hour before I shut my phone and have to start taking my symbols down and put them in the bag. I don't want to do that on camera because I'm about ready. It's too real for me. I'm collapsible. I want to go lay down. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I don't know what to expect in the next few hours. It's the trip. I don't like this. It's very uncomfortable and it's very harassing to me and threatening because I got a whole different... Like I'm biting my inside of my mouth and shit, feeling my mouth is tight and everything's wrong. I'm gonna be painful. I'm gonna sour if I don't get off this phone and start calming down. I don't know what I'm supposed to do but take off my shoes and get in the shower and try to relax 5 minutes before I collapse. I don't want to fall down. Remember, I did a melatonin at 3 a.m. Was gonna go back to bed and do my blood pressure pills, but stayed up, did my blood pressure pills at 4. Let me do my blood pressure pill now before I forget. And shut the phone. Austin loves you. Austin Emil Santalella, the Superman of the millennia. Yeah, sure. Yeah, right. One a day, no, 2 a day. You got to do 2 of these little dots a day, or else you're in trouble, Austin. Don't get more than these with a glycerin pill. Glycerin isn't. I don't want to think about what I did because they say it's normal behavior for people like me. I said, well, okay. There's normal behavior for me every day, twice a day. All right, let me let you go, Ost. All right, everybody. Thank you, world. All right. Yeah. Here, I'll do it for everybody before I go. This is Austin today. I don't want to do this, but this is who I am, and I don't like that. It's scary. Ready? Spot a stroke. That's me. Yep. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. Yep. Not at the moment. I'm not looking forward to it. I'm taking a blood pressure pill. I'm not looking forward to any trouble. When these lines get darker, I'll know. It's all getting dark here. Not the lighting. It's the it's starting to blur out. I'm not upset with everybody. I'm not upset with everybody. I'm just upset with the situation that I could be so violently maltreated. This is a testimony while it's happened. It's a maltreatment of harassment for traumatic brain injury guy who started to demonstrate cardiovascular sensitivity issues for specialist needs since I've been head traumatized in 2020. And the more people want to hurt me, I realize what they're doing is over time, it's just not going to catch up with anybody but me. I can't pay for it to save me. They keep increasing the dosage too of how much I got to pay for it to save my ass. I got to pay for the truck. I got to pay for the movers. I got to pay for the rent. I got to pay for a more higher rent too. It's not even like a rescue mission is going to help me. I got to pay more than my rent is here, plus the movers and the truck to get out of here. If I was to do what everybody just decided I was supposed to do safely without anybody helping me, as is. So let me get off the phone. This isn't going to give me anybody's sympathy. I know that. I'm just so sick of listening to the radio say the same shit to me that they've been doing to me over and over again around here. It doesn't do nothing but repeat itself to me that this is never you and you can't stay here. Enjoy your ride. Enjoy your time while you're at it. All right, they're playing the old California, Sweet Home Alabama hotel music. I'm gonna do my best not to disturb the peace. Really, I don't want nobody bullshit. And I want to be able to go have a sandwich. I gotta go. I was thinking of going to the grocery store and sitting out and having some air. Go look for some boxes and come back with some boxes. I can't do nothing else. The worst that could happen is I gotta pack my shit and hope I can save it. No matter who shows up. And I got 3-4 boxes. I gotta go buy 2-3 large boxes. That's it. I don't even need shit. All right, let me get off the phone. I know what I gotta do. I gotta try to calm down, and if I can do it, I'll do it. But I ain't gonna have it done by 5 o'clock. It's gonna be harder than that. I'll do it alone. I'll do it the best I can before I pass out. That's all. I love you, man. That's human. I just can't flip the phone with a sweaty hand, that's all. My hand was sweating, I couldn't flip the phone. Alright, well, before I drop this, I don't want to drop the painting. That is the Mother of God depicted from a Greek painting that I painted an image of. An actual painting. It's really recognized. I have to put this down, it's heavy. I gotta try to make a couple calls at least before 5 o'clock, so let me get off the phone. Thank you for putting up on my shenanigans. I don't know who else. I don't know how else to talk. I have fun, you know. I do it. I do it for fun to show up, talk about myself, you know. It's been a nightmare and it's dangerous for me right now to continue as it's going. So I'll just try to chill out a little bit, tone it down where I can make it out of the next few hours here. I'll come back with some kind of update. There's got to be one. It's got to be a retaliatory remark. But right now it's 0 hour. I got to do a couple moves before I can stop talking, I guess.